Hello peeps, my name is Rakhadi, also known as Dad Friendly Auntie. Welcome to your YouTube channel. Finally here, finally executing an idea and a vision that I had a whole decade ago. Okay, thank you 2025 for being the year for executing. Now, me admitting that I had this idea like a decade ago and only actually executing now sort of ties in with what we are talking about today to some extent, a little bit. Okay, this is me admitting that my life does not look like what it should, what I was hoping it would look like, because to some extent there are certain shots that I should have taken that I didn't. There are certain opportunities that I didn't pursue. Do you know what I mean? Of course, lives. Of course, the economy sometimes is terrible. There are many other reasons, but in me making this video is also admitting to the things that I have done to contribute to my life looking the way that it does, right? The same way that I give myself grace, for the stuff that are outside of my control. Okay, so that's what we'll be checking out in this video. We'll be going through a few videos of content creators that have come online and made videos about why is my life looking like this. This is not what I thought. This is not what I was hoping for, and they're feeling helpless. And please help me. This is that video where we are venting, we are purging, we're just creating a safe space for people to just vent. Okay, this is not that video where we want people coming on here and going, yeah, but it's because you're comparing yourself to that one. Yeah, it's because blah. We're not doing that. Not this time. We'll do that later. In this video, we just want to vent. In this video, we want a safe space to say, listen, ish is going down and I'm frustrated, right? And just feel safe saying it, that guys, I'm overwhelmed. I feel stuck. I feel whatever. And just hear me out, right? That's what we're trying to do with that video. I feel like we need to do that from time to time. Purge. I call it purging, right? So that we can make space then for the solutions and the motivational talks and all of that. But anyway, without wasting your time, I don't want to make this intro too long. But remember the typical: like, subscribe, comment below. Please share where you are in life. And does it look like what you thought it would look like? Right? Or is it a version of, or is it nothing like it? Yeah, let's share, let's motivate each other. Sometimes just by saying, listen, ish is going down, somebody's like, oh, so I'm not the only one, and they're able to pick themselves up and be like, well, I'll keep trying. If we're all going through it, I guess I'll pick myself up and keep trying. All right, let's head on to the next video. What I will be doing, I won't necessarily wait until the very last one to comment. As things happen, if I feel like I felt that, I will comment. I will kind of chime in and say something, and then at the end of all the videos, I'll give my final thoughts. This is a safe space. This is a place for love and just warm hugs. Nothing rude, please, in the comments down there. I'm so excited to start this journey. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the first video and see how people are feeling out there.
I didn't expect to be this alone in my 30s, and I don't mean alone, but wow, it's hit me like a ton of bricks today, and let me explain why. So I'm 34, I live at home with my mum after a breakup a few months ago. I can't even blame my breakup. I haven't reached any milestones at all really. Buying a house, any children, I don't have a boyfriend, I've never been married, I pretty much don't have any assets. I'm autistic and I have ADHD, and I've just pretty much struggled my whole life with normal things neurotypical people find so easy. For example, saving. By my weight loss surgery 3 years ago, which cost me £3,000, and a few amazing travelling trips in my 20s, I've never had more than a few £1,000s in my bank account, and trust me, that's not what I have now. I'm in the process of just finding things so fucking overwhelming, so fucking sad. I'm sad that I wasn't invited to my ex-best friend's wedding this weekend. I'm sad that I can't afford to buy a loan. I'm sad that my friends are on their second babies buying £500,000 houses. I'm sad that I was misdiagnosed with a fucking personality disorder. And I'm sad that I find it difficult to tap into who I am because I've never really known. I'm just sad. I might make this into a series. I don't know. Does anyone else feel like this?
Can't be the only person who feels like this. So I'm 30 years old. I'm unemployed. I've been unemployed for 4 months. I literally can't get a job. I've applied to over 150 jobs. I now have negative $4.41 in my savings account because of the monthly service fee that just hit. I don't know when I'm going to get a job. I feel very lost. This feeling of being unemployed and applying to jobs and retailing your resume, getting rejected, and then seeing the job reposted literally 2 weeks later is demoralizing. And remembering that I am still worthy and I am still valuable has been very difficult. I left my last job because it was destroying my mental and physical health. I liked the job, but I just couldn't do it anymore. And so I applied to a new job, and I was going to make the most money I was ever supposed to make in my life. And they laid me off 4 days before I was supposed to start due to company reorganization. And I haven't been able to find a job since. I don't have a Roth IRA. I don't have any type of investment accounts. I don't know if I'll ever own a house. I am married, but we're both children, to be quite honest with you. I live in an apartment that we can no longer afford because I lost my job, moved down here for the job that laid me off 4 days before I was supposed to start. So when you sign a lease, you just can't get out of it like that. That's not how that works.
Now, I know some of you will come on here and be like, well, success according to who? Who are you comparing yourself to? Whose standards are you holding? It has absolutely nothing to do with people, right? It is about your own personal desires. It's about your own personal potential and what you know you are capable of, and you are just not hitting that place just right now, right? This is so yeah, let's hold off on the comments of it's because you people compare yourself to other people and other people's. Let's hold off a little bit on that. Okay, this is one of those admissions where you are holding yourself comfortable. It's a reflection on what you desired, what you wanted, and you're not there yet. And that's why I'm saying it's taking accountability. It's not self-deprecation. Is that the word that I'm looking for? It's not looking down on yourself. It's not being hard on yourself. It's just saying, yo, you know what? I need to pull up my sock. Or yo, I am giving it my all and I'm just not there yet. And it's okay. Because I know without a shadow of a doubt that I will get there. I'll get to the place that so let's hold off on the you being to standards and comparison and all of that. Hold up.
Hi, my name is Emily. I'm 30 years old and I have no home and no job. Yes, you did hear that correctly. 4 months ago, I decided to quit my corporate job of 8 years and leave all of my financial security and security blanket that I had behind to try and go out and find something more meaningful for me to do. And what I realized is actually that there is a lot of girls and women out there that are kind of feeling the same way. And the reason I know this to be true is because me and one of my best friends decided to start a virtual online community for women. So what I will say is, I don't know the answer. If you are feeling like this, I haven't had it all figured out. I'm very much so in the process. I don't have another job yet. I don't have the answers. I don't know where I'm moving. But I do know having community has made it that much better.
Is anyone else in their 30s and feeling extremely lost? Because I am. I turned 30 in January and I was feeling like this previously, but it's even worse now. It is this sense of anxiety and just feeling so lost within my life. I'm questioning everything that I'm doing, how I'm spending my time, what I'm doing with my life, and it's coming with a lot of fear and anxiety about making the right decision because I've got so much internal pressure on myself to make a change that because of this, I'm then not able to make a decision. I'm feeling stagnant in my life and my career. I feel like I have not seen much growth within myself and what I'm doing with my life, which then in turn makes me feel like I'm a failure and I am not good at what I do. I haven't achieved anything, and it just comes with a bombardment of feelings. It's also the fact that because of the fear and anxiety and the pressure I'm putting on myself to try and get out of this rut, it's also making me question what needs to be done. I'm fearful because I don't know what needs to change. I'm too scared to make a decision because I'm terrified of making the wrong decision. Because for me, being 30, even though that's still extremely young, I feel like I should have my shit together. And I'm sitting here feeling probably the most lost that I've ever felt in my life, which is saying something because my 20s was an experience. But it's just this overwhelming sense of pressure, anxiety, and fear that is not controlling me, but it is taking up a significant part of my thoughts and my life. I'm almost feeling like I'm in a state of sleep paralysis, even though I've never experienced it, but from what I've read about it, it feels like I am kind of just in this state where I'm unable to move and I'm unable to take the next step because I'm so fearful of making the wrong decision. I don't know what needs to change and all of those feelings. So if you, like myself, are feeling this way, or you have felt this way in your 30s, I would love to hear from you. You're not alone. I am feeling like this, and I'm sure plenty of other people out there are as well, but it just doesn't seem to be talked about very often. So I'm opening it up to anyone that wants to share their experiences or how they are currently feeling.
Now, this is a reminder that this is about taking stock. This is about taking account. We can take accountability for our lives without it being toxic. So hold off on the comments about that's because you guys are comparing yourself to other people. That's because you are holding yourself to society's standards. Oh my God. It's not always about that. It really isn't. Sometimes it's just sitting down with yourself and being like, yo, are we still on track? Why are we not on track? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, this is not about toxicity and societal standards. This is just you sitting yourself down and be like, what is my life looking like? Is this where I thought it'd be? And why is that? Right? That's all it is. That's all it is.
I'm 38 years old. I've never been married. I've never had children. I have 3 cats in my house. Only 2 of them are mine. But it's another Christmas that is about to come and go where my relationship status is the same. And it's crazy because if you had asked me 10 years ago if I would be single at 38, I would have been like, absolutely not. And if I am, then just me now, you know? Here's one of my kitties. Look at this little baby girl. This is Willow. Say hi, Willow. And I have such a complicated relationship with this time of year. I really do, because I have a complicated relationship with being single. There's a part of me that really values my life and my time to myself and my independence. And then there's a part of me that feels really embarrassed about admitting that I want to be in a relationship. And I think a big part of that is it makes me feel like maybe I'm being needy or I'm being clingy and all these like, I don't know what it is, but it's almost embarrassing. It is, I feel embarrassed to be 38 and single and never married. I also think a part of me feels forgotten by God or the universe because I feel like I've done so much internal work on myself, and yet I feel like I can't seem to attract my person into my life. And even saying all of this out loud feels really cringy, which is why I'm making myself say it out loud and admit it. Because I am sure that there's other people that feel the same way. But it makes me, I have a really hard time not wondering what is wrong with me. And I have to stop myself from going down that spiral because it can get very dark when I start to think of the reality is, at my age, I may never have children at this point, and that makes me really sad. And there is a reality in which I don't ever find somebody, and that makes me really sad. And so the tension this year for me is allowing myself to have those wants, but then also allowing myself to embrace that maybe I am enough for myself. So I guess I'm just sharing this for other people out there who may be single and having the same thoughts and feelings this holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. You're not alone.
So this video is for any women who are approaching 30 or who are in their 30s or maybe even older, who are still single, no husband, no children, and they're watching their friends, their family appear to move ahead in life, and they feel like they're stuck and alone and need some encouragement. So I've been in a single season for quite a while now, and I wouldn't say it's been easy, but one of the things that has really helped me is kind of having a shift in perspective and a shift in mindset. Life is short, but life is also very long. And by the grace of God or the universe, if that's what you believe in, you'll get to see many, many more decades, not just your 30s, not just your 40s. And so I think when you put that into perspective, it helps you to realize that this literally is a season. It's a season that you should enjoy. As a society and even in womanhood, we like to tell ourselves that if you haven't hit certain milestones by a certain age, then you failed. And one thing that I've learned from being around plenty of women, friends, family who have hit those milestones is that those things are huge responsibilities. They require so much of yourself. I commend women that are in that position, but at the same time, I really appreciate the fact that I'm not in that position right now. Look at me, I'm here on a Sunday, I'm lying in bed doing absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure my friends who are mums right now are not in bed doing absolutely nothing unless their children are old enough to look after themselves. At the end of the day, it's all about perspective. Use this time to learn more about yourself. Use this time to pick up a hobby. Use this time to explore the world. Use this time to read. Use this time to enjoy the things that you do have in your life, as opposed to focusing so much on the things that you do not have. Because I can guarantee once that partner and those babies come, you will have so little time for yourself, and you're going to wish that you used this time to enjoy your life as it is. Appreciate the fact that you have a little bit longer to get to know yourself. You have a little bit longer to enjoy the things that you can enjoy. It's a blessing being single and having this season to get to know yourself, so take advantage of that. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday in bed because I can, and hopefully I'll post later. Peace.
I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't drink anything without feeling pain and pain, just true pain.
Oh, what she just said is such a big one for a lot of ladies in their 30s, for a lot of women that want children, that want family, that want marriage. This is a big one, I know. For me personally, it's really not a big deal. It's not something that I struggle with. For me, like I said, it's that money. It is that bag. And I feel it. And I love what you just said about enjoying and embracing your season of being single. I am good at that. Too good, in fact. Okay. And changing perspective about having all this free time that you can do. But I also respect people's views on, I'm good. I've been single long enough. I need this man to show up. I get both arguments. But the thing is, you wanting it and desiring it is not going to make it happen quicker. And what it might do, if there's an over desire, if there's such a thing, is lead you to end up in situations with people that are not good for you, just for the sake of being partnered. But anyway, we'll probably explore that in a different video. Guys, Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for the warm welcome. I assume it's going to be a warm welcome. I've enjoyed doing this. I really have. There'll be another one dropping very soon. I'm excited. I want to push them out. I want to get into a habit of creating. It's something that is so deeply rooted in my heart that I want to make sure that I show up for myself in those. And I think if I had to give my final comments in terms of being in my 30s and not being where I wanted to be, is that there are a lot of ways that I also haven't stepped up. I'm one of those people. I truly believe that I'm an underperformer, especially at this point in my life. I know the potential that I have. I know the talents and gifts that I have that I just haven't explored, that I just haven't utilized to create the life that I want, right? And in making this type of content is me also kind of holding myself to account and saying it's not always life. Sometimes it's just you not showing up, right? In some cases, I will be honest, it's lifing. Sometimes it's a lack of resources, you know. Sometimes you're just not in the right state of mind. But I think I've worked through all of that I'm now in a season of execution, right? I'm in the season of, and that's the best thing that I love about being the age that I am, being in my mid-30s and being able to say, you know what? We are not scared anymore. We're not acting shy anymore. We don't have any fear anymore. We are not going to let a lack of confidence and all these invasive thoughts hold us back. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get what we know is ours, and we're gonna show up for ourselves. This is more for me than for anyone. Do you know what I mean? And I think you learn that those are some of the good things that come with your 30s. Just the confidence and the self-assurance that come with it, and just being sure, and every day you become sure and more sure of who you are. It does take some work. It doesn't happen magically. It does take some work. It does take you confronting some of your behavior, some of your insecurities, some of your learned behaviors, your childhood traumas, in order for you to come to the truth of who you want to be and how to create the type of person that you want to be. Anyway, I've had so much fun. Can't wait to see you on the next one. I'm excited for this journey. Please, like I said, let me know in the comments where you are in life. This is not just for the people in the 30s. Where are you in life? How do you feel about where you are in life? How would you like to improve your life, right? What do you think you need to do in order for you to change the life that you have right now? Again, like, comment, subscribe. Even if you just drop a heart or a thumbs up or down, hopefully not down. Just so I know if I'm on the right track or not. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching till the end. See you somewhere on the World Wide Web. Thank you.